besties, today I'm going to show you how I took my self-portraits. One thing about me, I love to put on a little outfit and take pictures of myself. I just felt like, no one's taking pictures of me like that, so I just wanted to document myself. And I was also really inspired by one of my favorite photographers, Asaly. She just has this really cute fashion magazine style that I wanted to try and emulate in the pictures, especially in the editing, which I'll show you. First, I'll show you what I used. So first things first, I use my phone, specifically the app Cam, specifically the camera original. It's basically like the iPhone camera, except it kind of reduces the contrast a bit and takes away some of the sharpness. So it gives you this flatter image to work with. And I mean, I like using that camera kind of regardless. I just feel real and not so it's so defined. I don't know. I just like using it, and that's what I took the pictures with. Of course, I did it myself, so had to have a tripod. I just used this one, my saving grace, a remote shutter, because I was not about to be going back and forth with a self-timer. First, I'm going to show you some of the pictures that I took. Like I said, this was a very DIY process, so I literally just hung up a curtain in my little studio room. It's my sister's old room. I kind of had a ballerina look. I'll just put them on the screen. I also felt there's something about dance and dancing makes me feel really in tune with myself, and I feel I wanted to capture that in my self-portraits, the freedom and the fluidity and the flexibility of it all. Some of these are really cute. I tried to be expressive. I was in my model era a little bit. I don't know. Have fun with it, be expressive, not just yearbook photo, but try and show some personality. For this outfit, I was really inspired by Asaly's photo shoot with Maddie Ziegler, where she has the camcorder and she's in the dress, and there's the TV. This was a dress that I had gotten made for a wedding in 2021 that I went to, and haven't had the chance to wear it again, because when you get Ashley-Nicole for a wedding, you don't really wear it again unless you're doing something special in church usually, because you don't wear it to another wedding, because that's a whole thing. So I was well, I still have the chance to fit into this, let me try and take some pictures in it, because this is one of my favorite looks that's been made. What's another one? A look that I really wanted to copy. Once I had this idea, I was oh my gosh, I really want to try and recreate this photo. It was an Asaly photo shoot with Sabrina Carpenter when she was doing promo for Fast Times, and it's this picture of her outside of a car window, and she's just looking off into this light, and it's so beautiful, and I really thought that I would be able to do it, and I tried, but it just wasn't giving, unfortunately. The placement of the camera wasn't exactly where I wanted it to be, so unfortunately I'll have to shelf this idea again, which was so upsetting, because I love that picture and I really love that song. I used to listen to it all the time when I was walking to class on campus, which was a very short-lived time for me because COVID, but when I could walk to class, I was always putting that song on. But anyways, the last setup that I did was here in my bed, which is where we are right now. And this was sort of inspired by Morgan Mayer, who's a photographer. She did a series called Girls in Bed. It's sort of just a more intimate feel, my bed is a place where I'm vulnerable, it's where I'm comfortable. So I just wanted to take some pictures in here. So did that, thought it was kind of cute. So those are the pictures that I took. So now I'm going to show you how I edit them and how you can also edit them. I will be using Photoshop, but you can do this in Lightroom and PixArt. All you're doing is adjusting the curves. You want to just lift the shadows, bring down the highlights, create a little S curve so it's sort of flatter, and then you want to just overlay magazine texture to get it that sort of Asaly style, if that's what you're going for. I just try to use Photoshop as much as possible, because on all these job applications I keep saying proficient in Adobe Creative Suite, which is true, and I just try to use it as much as I can so I don't forget how to do anything. So let's get into that. Alright, so once again here I'm just raising the shadows, lowering the highlights, adding midpoints to create an S curve. Then I'm going to make a new layer for a texture. I got this one from Adobe Stock. You can just Google like magazine overlay and you'll get plenty of options. And then in blending options, just choosing which way you want it to blend and then adjusting the opacity, and you're done.